lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Screen by Young. Larkin dishes to Young. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. .46 seconds left here in the first quarter. 2 on the clock. The feed now to Powell. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Powell's got 7 points.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
At the teardrop, it's deflected. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Finished off the break. He's got 9.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Here's Larkin. There's a screen by Robinson. Ross with the steal. Joseph. No luck. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Brooklyn. And power forward Patrick Patterson. Getting better every season. He said that his college career at Kentucky.
I think my 3 years at Kentucky,
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is, and that's why he's one of those glue guys you've got to have on your team.
Yep, Velcro valutility, I call him, the kind of guy who his teammates just love. I mean, they know he's always going to have their back, and he's always going to work hard. He's going to do what he's supposed to do and be where he's supposed to be and do it when he's supposed to do it.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
DeRozan at the 2 with Ross playing the 3. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Joseph in at the point. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And Toronto has possession. 6-point game. Lopez with the steal. Valanciunas passes to Biyombo. Lopez with the steal. Here's Kilpatrick. DeRozan defending. Ring shot on the way. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. Raptor shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Bogdanovich kept alive.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
It's tipped. Passes to Kilpatrick. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lopez with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. Here's Bogdanovich, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Caruso, who's checked in for Brooklyn. Nets were pretty far back from relevance at times last season, as we saw. It took a late season hot streak for them, Greg, to get into the playoff picture.
Yeah, and that was a neck-and-neck race with the Pacers right till the very end. Not exactly what they had in mind at the start of the season, but they did pull through.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Here's Joseph. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him. And, you know, for the Nets, they ended up being bounced out of the first round, fell to the #1 seed Hawks. They put up a good fight against Atlanta and made the series interesting, but still came up short.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bogdanovich. Here's Robinson. Biombo with the block. And that is good. Raptors trail by 5. Bulls from the top of the key. Goes back up. He dishes it to Ross. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Kicks to Robinson. Dishes it to Karasov. Shoots from the baseline. Ross grabs the board. Ross has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
And for the Nets in the postseason, they did have a good showing despite that early exit. Many people expected the Hawks to sweep, but they took them to 6 games and capped what was an interesting year for Brooklyn overall.
Shot by Joseph, no good. Brooklyn leading by 5. Lopez outside, down low. Karasov, no luck.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And DeRozan kicks to Ross. Valanciunas dishes to Joseph. Valanciunas passes to Ross. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Karasov. DeRozan defending. Karasov, no luck. Raptors trail by 5 to the paint. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Parker, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Lopez kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's Sloan. Lopez a screen. Sloan dishes to Lopez. Biombo with the block. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. A new group in now for the Raptors. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Biombo. Patterson comes in for Valanciunas. Tamari Carroll's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Lowry in for Joseph. And then for Brooklyn, Ellington comes in for Bogdanovich. And Jared Jack is subbed in for Donald Sloan. Robinson misses.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here is Jack. 6 points for him. Here's Ellington. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Ellington's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
From deep. Patterson can't get it to go. Nets leading by 5. A shot by Ellington, no good.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Right wing, corner shot, and a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Jack's got 6 assists here tonight. Lowry for 3. And again, Toronto no luck. Brooklyn's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Jack against DeRozan. Lopez a screen. Jack. Here's Ellington. Gains the shot from the wing. And now it's a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Here's Patterson. The rebound by Karasov.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Inside. Fast break Toronto. Here's DeRozan. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
In the last few years, the Toronto fans have made a strong case for being the loudest in the league. And, Greg, you know, the Air Canada Center can sound like a 60,000 capacity crowd during the playoffs.
It is really unreal. It gives the Raptors a huge advantage here at home. Toronto and Canada will always be hockey first, but they love their Raptors here in the North.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Jason Thompson is checked in for Patterson. Johnson comes in for Luis Scola. Powell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Wright in for Kyle Lowry. Young's checked in for the Nets. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Karazov. Here's Young. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6. Raptors trail by 9. The dish to Wright. Deep. Rebound, Brooklyn. Young's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He feeds it to Young. No good. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Nets leading by 7. And here is Jack. 6 points for him. Ellington kicks to Lopez. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Pass to Carroll. Shoots it up. Brooklyn with the rebound. Lopez a screen. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's Kilpatrick, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Jason Thompson.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
For Brooklyn, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
He's perfect from the line this time. Raptors trail by 13. Here's Powell. The long distance 3 is good. Powell's got 12.
You've got to be in his jersey before he catches. You've got to deny him a catch. Otherwise, he'll hurt you from deep.
Now the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lopez inside. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8. Toronto's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And it's Wright missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
That's the risk you run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Biombo is checked in for Johnson. Patterson comes in for Thompson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Wright.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Clark, one thing about Kyle Lowry, he has a bulldog mentality. We saw that from his days at Villanova.
No question about that, and I love that about him. He's very simple, not really flashy, just consistently beats the rock. He wears his opponents down.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And talking about Lowry, going to Toronto was a godsend for him. I mean, he had clashed with a number of coaches early in his career. His hard-headedness had been working against him. But in Toronto, He learned how to buy into a system and save.